What's happening, guys? My name is Bharat Nagpal and today we're going to be unboxing and checking out the new LG G Flex 2. So let's begin. So this is the box of the LG G Flex 2. Now the phone is priced in India for a price of 54,990 rupees, which is quite high if you ask us, but if you compare it to the previous generation of Flex, which was priced at 70,000 rupees back in the day, this one seems to be much more reasonable considering the specifications are also quite better. We have this really nice red color on the back of the device. Now this is available in two colors, a gray color and a red color, and as you can see we have the red color over here. Inside the box you'll get a warranty card along with a flip case, which is the Circle View case from LG. Now this is a 3,500 rupee case, which is included as a freebie inside the device, which is always a good thing. Now you have the Quad Beat 2 headphones from LG. Now they're angled in-ear style earphones with flat cables, high quality earphones. We've heard them in the past. You also get additional ear tips for your ear size, a USB to micro USB cable, and a fast charging wall charger, which has a USB port on the side and the Indian pin system. That's everything from the box. Let's take a look at the device itself. Now, just like the previous generation of LG devices, you have no buttons, etc. on the side, and everything is on the back over here, including the volume rocker and the main power switch, which is in the dead center over there. On the top, you have a noise cancellation microphone as well as an infrared blaster. I'm just removing the cover from that over there. And that's about it for the back of the device. You can see the speakerphone is on the bottom edge over here, and I can remove the back panel quite easily to sort of expose the area where your SIM card and your micro SD card will go. Your device, the LG G Flex 2 does not have a removable or replaceable battery. Now you can see that curve is still there. Now this device is flexible and you can sort of sit on it, flatten it out, and it will go back to its original position. We did that a lot with the LG G Flex, and the G Flex 2 is quite identical. Now over at the front you have a 1920 by 1080p Full HD curved POLED display. Now the POLED display is a plastic OLED display, so you get good colors and great brightness outdoors. On the back, the main camera is a 13 megapixel camera, and just like last time, you can shoot 4K video. You do get LED flash on the back of the device as well. Now running everything on this device is a Snapdragon 810 octa-core chipset, which is a 64-bit chipset. You get quad-core 1.5 GHz Cortex-A53 along with quad-core 2 GHz Cortex-A57. You also get the Adreno 430 GPU. Everything is put on the 16 GB of onboard storage on the device in India, 2 GB of RAM, and micro SD card support up to 2 TB. You also get a 3000 mAh battery. Now the UI is more or less identical to LG's UI that we've seen in the past. They don't have a name for the UI anymore, but they still offer the same amount of customizations that they did in the past. The device is running on Android 5.0.1, and you do have the update center pre-installed, so you'll be getting updates in the traditional LG fashion, which is fairly good compared to many of the other companies in the market. The notification panel, again, very LG style. You can customize the quick applications over here. You can move them around. You can move something that you need to the top. You can turn on or off things. So I'm going to move the LED panel or the LED quick toggle to the top or the front over here, and you'll get that in the beginning. So you can quickly turn on or off your notification LED. Now you do get a bunch of good sort of customizations as well as custom apps from LG in the settings panel. You can also customize your home touch buttons. So versus the 3 buttons that you get at the bottom, you can customize them. You can add the dual window button or the notification panel button up there. You can have up to 5 icons on the bottom versus the traditional 3 that you get out of the box, which is good. It allows you to have a custom sort of home panel at the bottom, according to what you're used to. The notification panel button allows you to quickly pull out the notification panel without sliding from the top, which could be good for one-handed use again. I prefer to keep it in the standard or the stock fashion, so I'm going to continue doing that. You can also change the color from a black to a white color, which will sort of make the screen look bigger because the buttons sort of take away a bit of the screen real estate. If you make it white, it makes the screen look or appear to be the right size. You can also hide the touch buttons automatically in certain applications, and you can customize that from the menu over here. A lot more customization options are available to each user, including screen timeout, screen tone adjust, etc., and the way the screen times out. So you can see that the screen out effect could be a retro TV effect, a black hole effect, or a fade out effect, and you can preview those over here as well. I personally prefer the retro TV, so I'm going to stick to that. You do get the double tap to lock and wake up screen. You do get that option. LG was one of the first companies to do that, where you double tap on the screen and the screen wakes up. You do get the LED notification light on the top left over there. You do have a secondary camera, which is a front facing camera, only a 2.1 megapixel camera when you compare it to many of the other devices in the market. You also get only 7.4 gigabyte of available space, where everything else is taken, about 7.2 gigabyte taken by system data or preloaded applications, including the Android OS. So you get about 7.4 or 7.5 gigabyte of data free, and then you can download your applications, and you can add up to a 2 terabyte SD card, micro SD card. Not easily available, not available at all. SanDisk showed it off at MWC, so maybe you can buy one of those and put it in the G Flex 2 if you really need a lot of storage. Now you do get this dual window feature, almost like what we see on Samsung devices, or we've seen on mostly Note devices from Samsung. Allows you to put two windows or two active windows on the main screen. You also have the quick remote application, allows you to control your televisions along with home appliances. And then you have the camera. The 13 megapixel camera seems very ordinary. Nothing special happening with the camera over there. You do get optical image stabilization plus, and you do get laser autofocus, which was taken from the previous generation of LG G3. So you will get better focusing capabilities, and you do have the laser autofocus sensor at the back. So expect accurate focusing capabilities from the camera. Although I'm not too sure if the camera is really good, especially because we are seeing a lot of noise on images in low light condition. So I'm going to test it out later on. But if you look at the recording capabilities, you can record up to 4K video. I would recommend putting in a micro SD card to do that. You also have an FM radio inbuilt, and more or less some of the basic applications that LG has installed in the past are available on the device. They keep it clean, not a lot going on the inside, so the UI is fast and responsive. The curve is pretty prominent, as you can see over there, and let's quickly go ahead and pop on the free Quick Circle 2 case, which also has some features that I would like to show off. So versus snapping on the back of the device, you first remove the back panel from the G Flex 2 to pop on the flip case. It's not something that goes on the back of your back cover. It actually replaces the back cover. So this way you get sort of two back covers in case you damage one, or if the case gets damaged, you can simply remove the case and then add the original back panel on. Now you see this really nice looking clock face which shows up on the front, and every time you tap the screen on, you get this sort of glow effect. You can also go into your music player, your camera, and take a quick picture right there with the case closed, which is great. You can also jump into settings and change clock faces, a bunch of clock faces here. I still personally prefer the first one. It looks the best on the screen according to me, but you can basically use one of these if you like any of these. I'm going to stick to this one. And then you also have your missed call notifications or call logs, and you also have messaging from here, so unread or read messages can be seen from here. Double tap on the screen to wake it up. You get this glow effect on the clock, gives you the clock right there. Looks really nice, looks really elegant, very premium looking design from LG. So there you go guys, this is a quick look at the new LG G Flex 2. A really smart looking phone from the company with a great sort of design. It is curved. It does have a curved plastic OLED display, which is now full HD versus last year's 720p display. but you do get really good sort of performance with the Qualcomm Snapdragon 810 processor, and you get Adreno 430 GPU. Pricing is slightly on the high side, but that's what comes with innovations in technology. You get good tech, but for good price. So basically the curve is what's costing LG and what they're charging for. So it's got a 3000 milliamp hour battery as well, expected to do some decently long performance on your day-to-day schedule. Well, this has been a quick look at the new LG G Flex 2. If you have any questions or queries, do drop them in the comment section below. I'm going to check it out in the full review, and we'll be coming out with that soon enough. So stay tuned for that. This has been Bharat Nagpal for iGyan Networks. Thank you guys for watching.